Australia refusing student visa at maximum way, especially for Asian countries including Pakistan, Nepal, India, Sri Lanka. When I will tell you the percentage, you will be astonished. So in this clip, I will tell you the percentages of the refusal of the visas of Australia student visas. And I will also tell you what are the three stakeholders of Australian student visas and why these visas are being refused. And I will also tell you why Australian universities are returning back e-enrollment, COE, Certificate of Enrollment, back to the students and requesting them please withdraw the applications. What is going on in Australia student visa? Why Australia is doing this? Who is doing? Immigrants are doing, Australia Immigration Department, Department Home Affairs are doing, or the universities are doing. Which country is refusing more applications? Which country have little better even visa ratios in current scenario as well? What the Department of the Home Affairs thinking now so far? Why universities are not taking enrollment from some countries? It's very important to know. If you want to know, apply for Australian student visa. If you are a consultant for Australia students, so definitely this information will be very useful. And Australia education, one of the best education along with Canada education in the past, because a lot of people were moving to Australia from the Asia especially, and they got the top and quality education in Australia, top and quality institutes with the top TL plan, the teaching learning plans. I will discuss this very soft topic and very little bit shocking topic as well, but this is very important to tell you the actual facts, the real figures, and also what are the planning for future international students moving to Australia. Hopefully you will subscribe, like and share my channel name you already know, World Immigration News by Irfan. Go to the back to the topic. After what are the answers of these information which I spoke? Yes, Pakistan is significantly reducing the visa ratios for the Australia students. When I will tell you the ratio, I think you will jump up now once again, because you are jumping again and again, because Canada is refusing visas these days for the students and Australia is refusing visa for the students, because Australia is one of the best destination for Pakistan after the UK, because UK now dependent are not able to go with the student primary applicant. 73% visa ratios were there in the first 2 quarters of 2023 and last quarter of 2023, and the earlier stages of the 2024 visa ratios decreased from the 73%, from 73% to 23%. 73 or 71% to the 23%, which is almost you can say 3 times visas are refused for the Pakistan. It means they think that the Pakistan submit the fake documents might. India did not suffer yet, because India ratios of the visa refusal rate, that's quite little a bit fair, but it's not good. Even 75% visas ratios were there in the first 2 or 3 quarters for Australia student visas, and reduced to 60%, which is still acceptable. India is the second most students exporting countries for the Australia and the Canada after China. Nepal also decreased the visa ratio. Sri Lanka also decreased the visa ratio, but significant ratios were increased for Nepal, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, but not for India. Chinese students have same visa ratios. Now what is going on? One story I will share. The University of Wollongong says to the student, why you are not returning your COE back? This is an amazing story, because students take long time to get the COE of any top university. University of Wollongong says to the student, if we will return your COE, what you will say? That student is astonished and he told, why you are returning a COE? I took long time, you assessed me, I submitted documents, I submitted the fee. It was 3 to 4 months processing I have done. I completed all requirements for Australia student visa when I need to apply for, when I have already applied to the Department of the Immigration Australia. Now you are telling withdraw your application, return back to your COE. What is the reason? What is the reason? University of Wollongong's members says there is a 90% chance your visa will be refused, not because of your documents, because of us. Because Australian Department of Immigration Affairs is not telling us all things, but they are refusing Pakistani visa application at the maximum. This is very really robbery of the visas. It is called the robbery of the visas. The visas are being theft. Genuine students who are going to the genuine universities with the genuine courses, with the genuine expected teaching learning plans, with the genuine COE, with the genuine bank statements, with the genuine interview to visa officer, there is no any single chance for the refusal. Those students, I'm not talking about normal college, not talking about the normal college. Definitely colleges are doing some fake things. Top universities assessment mean that person is all by all rule is very eligible to do that specific course in specific country. But what is going on? University of Wollongong says, students, you are genuine. We know that. We know you are genuine. We know. We assessed you. We assessed your SOP. We interviewed you. You are a genuine student. Your course is a genuine. You will study and you will get your degree and you will go back to your own country and you will be very helpful for your nation. We all know you are under GST, acceptable. You are acceptable by all way. But the visa officer will not give the visa. Department of the Home Affairs will refuse the visa application. Amazing. This first time I listened from the University of Wollongong type #1 universities of the world. Almost. They are not #1, but they are the top universities of the world. Talking such sentences, they should claim to Department of Affairs. Why you people are not giving visas to our genuine students? Why it happened? Because they refused in the past applications and they favored student. Mr. Student, please withdraw your application because your visa will be refused. It will affect your future immigration applications in Australia and other countries. Why you are very genuine students, we will refund you full fee. University of Wollongong says to them. Why it is happening? There are 3 stakeholders in the student visa. One is a student, international student or immigrant. One are the universities, the education providers. The third one is the Department of the Home Affairs. Department of the Home Affairs is not giving any statement regarding these robbery of the visas because they are just refusing, because they are very busy. And they technically, the immigration department of any country don't speak much openly, but they speak by their decisions. And why Department of Home Affairs is refusing visas? The reason, little a bit, I can tell you here. They just want to reduce the migrants in Australia. Less migrants enter Australia and they selected international students. There were 2 ways to Australia to reduce the number of the migrants. Number 1, they reduce the number of the migrants for the skilled workers, and they are already reducing skilled workers. But there was a lot of pressure from different companies, from housing sectors, engineering sectors, the medical sectors, and the different labor sectors, that why you are stopping the skilled workers. Skilled workers we need essentially. They will not come, we will not grow economically. But what is going on? They are now stopping international students, and also that's a matter of also economic, because international students is one of the best source of income for Australia and Canada, United Kingdom, USA even. Australia think tank definitely would be thinking about this one, because when they will not allow the students to come to Australia, how they will be able to increase their financial output? The skilled workers definitely will work, but international students will pay the fee and their banks will rise, economic GDP ratio will rise. And how they will fulfill these deficient resources which will develop after not coming of international students. How colleges will sponsor themselves, how universities will sponsor themselves. One university member clearly told, we have only 1 year to survive. After 1 year, we are depending upon international students. Onshore students are there, but offshore students are paying more fee. And they are more definitely very good for financial outputs of the universities. So these scenarios are going on. Now, what is the instruction for international students who are going to apply for Australia? Write SOP perfectly. One another question. They are assessing the students under GST or GTE. I think this is not a question because they are assessing under GST and their refusals are telling they are assessing under GST and their ratios of refusal are telling they are assessing under GST, and some consultants did not know about GST. I will record separate lecture what is the GST, but one thing I will tell you that is quite clear. Only genuine students, by physical proof, not by words that I will come back like earlier you was writing in SOP. No, you need to convince them physically, practically, by evidence that my education is this degree, I will do that degree, I will go back to home country. You go or not, but you need to prove under the GST, live by interview, with officer or by any other way. So that's the GST, that's why visas are being refused. But main reason, I told you, housing sector, and they need to cut the migrants, but they selected the students, which was the wrong way in my mind, because when the students will not come, the fee will not come, and academic growth will not come, and the quality of international students for Australia, and Australia is famous for international education, it will go down, and the students' destination might divert the aeroplane from Australia to any other country. And that will really shock for the Australia in the future if they will not invite the students. So I planned, I think the students who want to go to Australia, I had now one college with me. I had now affiliated member of that college. I will speak Universal Business School Sydney and Melbourne. They have the branch, and because now I was not processing Australian applications 1 year, 2 year back due to some reason, because I was working in other projects, but now recently because a lot of refusals are there, therefore I started to write inshallah to work with those people as well, because SOPs are very important, as people are not presenting the cases by the genuine way, because they are now giving visas only to a genuine way. The 23% to 60% people are getting visas, they are only by the genuine way and by a very technical way. Therefore, it's very necessary to expertise my skills for the students. And for the students, I decided to start admissions once again. So I am member of now GCA once again, Universal Business School Sydney and the Melbourne. You can contact me for the admissions. I will totally help you, and I will tell you how you can present your case, how you can pass your test under GST, how you can get the Australia visa. Thank you very much. Hopefully these all information would be very beneficial for you. Welcome to World Immigration News by Irfan. Thank you very much.